I know that you are all coming from a hectic schedule of adventure training, including rafting and all. You all must be tired and in no mood to listen to heavy dose of classroom material. But I am supposed to address you and to motivate you in the words of your own director. So I am duty bound to speak to you. I'll try to make my speech interesting for you. I usually don't speak for longer periods, but as I am directed, so I plan a session of about 15 to 20 minutes. You've been through the first phase of training in NPA and going to the field for the first time, and will be facing the real world for the first time. But believe me, you must have been, you must have been feeling that the academy life is so tough. When you go to the field, you will start saying, no, academy was great. Because the real world is far more tougher. Far, far more tougher. And as an IPS officer, this country expects a lot from you. But the first thing I would like to tell you is that if you are dedicated and committed to the service, you can really make a big, big difference into the lives of people. So you've chosen the right service. You come to the best of both worlds. Civil services, you are part of civil services, but you are also uniformed. So you have the best of both the worlds. You need to be soft and sensitive like a civil servant, but you also need to be disciplined, to be strict and a tough officer like the officers in uniform. So we are a combination of both. That's why I say that you come to the best service. So feel proud of your uniform, take pride in uniform, and this feeling will grow stronger and stronger as you grow in the service. Coming to the challenges that police faces today. We all know about the traditional challenges of crime, law and order, traffic, VVIP security, women and child security. There are latest challenges that are coming up, new challenges like drugs, like cyber crime. Everything is getting online. If the life is getting online, job, service, your education, everything is online. So crime is also online. So crime is online means police also has to be online, and police has to be one step up technologically. Only then you can beat them up. People sitting in one corner of the world, maybe from Nigeria, Cameroon, and they can commit crime, cyber crime in your area. So it's a tough and challenging job. Again, social media, fake news, these are again new challenges, not the traditional policing challenges. And the last one, I would say internal security. You all must have read my book on the internal security. The latest challenge on the internal security front, you can feel is the Afghanistan developments with Taliban on our borders. Certainly internal security challenges of proxy war are going to be far more tougher. So you face big challenges, but if we have the commitment, if we have the vision, if you have a mission, I am sure you will make a mark for yourself. I would now like to start from that what purpose do we have in life? Why did you join the service? Normally, everyone joins the service for money, power, status. All three you will get in life. Once you have entered IPS, you are assured of all these three things: money, power, and status. But I think money is not everything in life. Power is not everything in life. You would be happy only if you have that feeling, that you face the challenge, you helped someone, you made a difference in the lives of some people. That should be your mission. That only can give you long-term happiness and satisfaction. Money has no limits. कितने जितना भी बना लेंगे आप, you are a millionaire, then you are a billionaire, no end to that. But if you are happy inside, if you have that feeling that you've been able to make a big difference in the lives of people, I'm sure you will be more and more happy. So that's why I've always advocated victim-oriented policing, which I have written through my book Human in Khaki. I have always advocated people-friendly policing. I have always advocated humanitarian and sensitive policing. So, coming to this area, what is required? What is required of a good officer? I would say the problems that we face, the system faces. Everyone says that system, this is not possible, that is not possible. But believe me, within this very system, you can make a big, big difference. Who needs the police most? My first point is, who needs the police most? The victim, the poor, the downtrodden. He needs the police most. And you will be surprised, our police is almost never with him. All these officers I can see from Uttarakhand cadre, all my DIGs, SSP, IG, they will agree with me. Most of the times, police is with the rich. Police is with the influential. किसका काम करती है पुलिस? पैसे वाले का. किसका काम करती है पुलिस? सिफारिश वाले का, जिसका रेफरेंस आ जाएगा. तो आपके पुलिस में होने का फायदा क्या हुआ? Who needs the police most? उनको तो जस्टिस मिल ही जाता है. Rich and influential get the justice themselves. They have the means, they have the power, they have the money to get justice. So policing is required for those people who face injustice in their hands. And most of the times our police is helping only the rich and the influential. So if you take it as a mission of your life, that नहीं मुझे ऐसे नहीं होने देना, मुझे रिच और इन्फ्लुएंशियल का साथ नहीं देना, मुझे डाउन ट्रोडन का साथ देना, मुझे विक्टिम का साथ देना है, मुझे जस्टिस करना है, so you will always be happy in life. At an average in UP we served, at an average as a SP of a district, 100 people in an average size district will approach you for justice. This I am telling about UP. Same must be true for Bihar, MP, Rajasthan, maybe little less numbers in states like Uttarakhand and all. But imagine 100 people are seeking justice from you, and if you have the right attitude, if you have the passion, if you have the mission, you can help those 100 people. This is my idea of policing. Second thing I would like to say is we need to have little change in our attitude. Most of us start behaving like sahibs. Every one of us, the moment you enter your district, आपका स्टाफ आपको ASP साहब आ गए, थोड़े दिन बाद कप्तान साहब आ गए, SP साहब आ गए, DIG साहब, DG साहब, कमिश्नर साहब, एवरीवन इज ए साहब. जबकि हमारे कंधे पे क्या लिखा हुआ है? इट्स इंडियन पुलिस सर्विस. We are supposed to be public servants. We are not supposed to be public lords. So that is the change required in our attitude. The moment you start feeling that you are here to serve the public, certainly your attitude will be better and you will be able to perform more. Another problem in the system that I have identified, if you can identify that, you will be more and more effective. That problem is grievance redressal system here I am talking about. All officers who served even 2, 3, 4 years in police, they will know it. Our grievance redressal system is very, very poor. What happens? Any complainant comes to you, you mark it to the DSP. The DSP marks it to the station officer. And what was the complaint about? The complaint was the station officer did not give justice to me. The station officer did not write my FIR. The station officer put me behind bars or my wife behind bars, my husband behind bars falsely. ये तो शिकायतें होंगी ना कि थाना अध्यक्ष ने FIR नहीं लिखी, थाना अध्यक्ष ने ज़बरदस्ती बंद कर दिया, थाना अध्यक्ष ने हमारी FIR लिखने के बावजूद कार्रवाई नहीं करी, वो दूसरी पार्टी से मिल गया. These are the complaints. And complainant, let him send his complaint to the Prime Minister, to the Chief Minister, to the DGP. Finally, it ends up with the same SHO against whom the complaint is there. So this is the irony of our system. We don't have time. Why don't we have time? Why our time management is so poor? We are here to serve the people. We are here to ensure justice for them. उसी के लिए मेरे पास टाइम नहीं है. तो मेरा टाइम कहाँ जाता है? हाउ पुअरली आई मैनेज माई टाइम. जिस SHO के खिलाफ मेरे पास शिकायत है उसी से मैं कमेंट मांग रहा हूँ. मैं कहता हूँ इसमें कुछ नहीं है. सो आई सीन इट, आई गेट द रिपोर्ट बैक एंड सीन करके एक चिड़िया बैठा दिया, मतलब साइन कर दिया, इनफ. तो विक्टिम को क्या मिला? वी नीड टू बी focused on this point, that we have to redress the grievance of the people. We have to hold our people accountable. हमारे जो लोग पब्लिक विक्टिम ओरिएंटेड पुलिसिंग नहीं करते हैं, ऐसे लोगों को जो करप्शन की वजह से जो मिसयूज ऑफ पावर करते हैं, ऐसे लोगों को वी डोंट हैव टू प्रोटेक्ट देम. वी हैव टू प्रोटेक्ट ओनली द राइट पीपल, ओनली द राइट सबऑर्डिनेट्स, नॉट दिस क्रिमिनल्स इन यूनिफॉर्म. So we must learn to hold people accountable. Police has triple power. Triple power means every government servant has at least one power. ठीक है, because he is a government servant, he is assigned with some responsibility. तो कुछ तो होगा ना, education officer or employment officer, everyone has at least one power. But we have triple power. The second power is the power of uniform. Everyone does not have this, this good fortune to wear the uniform, to wear Ashoka on your shoulders. And third power is the power of weapon. You have the power of weapon. Not everyone can have it. And I would rather say add the fourth power. Fourth power is the power of law. किसी के खिलाफ आप FIR करते हो, किसी को अरेस्ट करके जेल भेज दे, तो कितनी बड़ी पावर है ये. जस्ट इमेजिन, जो लोग जेल जाते हैं उनसे पूछिए, उनके परिवार से पूछिए, उनके रिलेटिव से पूछिए. सो यू हैव द ट्रिपल पावर. सो इट इज आवर ड्यूटी to stop misuse of this triple power. Every constable, every sub-inspector, every inspector, every IPS officer, every DSP has the chance of using this misusing this power. This power is given to you to serve the people, to help the victims. But instead of using it positively, some of us, I would put the figures to 5%, they start misusing it. They start misusing the power of law. They start misusing the uniform. They start misusing the weapons that have been given to protect the poor, to protect the weaker sections. So we must learn how to use this triple power and how to stop misuse of this triple power. You must learn to hold people accountable, that we will not tolerate criminals in uniform. Only then you will be called an effective officer. People say, I'm very honest. People say, he's very hardworking. That alone is not sufficient. Let me be very clear. Policing is the toughest job in this country. and it requires more than 50 qualities. Honesty is just one of those. So honesty alone is not sufficient. You must be effective. You know, there are people who will be very honest, but they will be dummy. No work, no complaint. They believe in that. Then there will be people who are honest, also hardworking, still ineffective. काम भी करते हैं honest में, परंतु effectiveness zero. So you need to, be honest. You need to be hardworking. You need to be effective. You need to be transparent. You need to be a leader. You need to have the man management skills. You need to have the situation management skills. You need to have command and control. You need to, earn respect from crowds, from people, from your own force. These are all the qualities of a good police officer. Of course, sensitivity, sense of justice, boldness, leading from front, accessibility, approachability, all these things are always there. So, if you want to be a good officer, I would again add to this that let's not be dummy officers, let's try to be effective, let's work with a mission, work with passion, and then we'll be able to make a difference in the lives of people. The country in fact needs you the most in these days. Our own Prime Minister has given you the slogan of smart policing. You all must be knowing about SMART. Strict and sensitive, modern and mobile, alert and accountable, responsive, trained and tech savvy. So let's fulfill this vision. Let's serve for the country, for the people, and let's serve towards making the image of police better. Thank you all.